Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be learning about and understanding the box and whisker plot. We're going to work on developing this standard and to better understand interquartile range and mean absolute deviation. But before we do that, we must first understand how the box and whisker plot is broken down. So if we look at the different parts of the box and whisker plot, we can see here that it's broken down into what we call quartiles. So we have quartile, you hear that quarter, and it's breaking it down into quarters, or 4 equal sections for the set of data, or the amounts of data in each of the sections should be the same. So this is actually where 25% of my data lies, or 1/4. That's called the first quartile. This is my second quartile and where the second 25% of my data lies. The third quartile right here, and another 25% of my data is going to lie in this third quartile. And then finally, my fourth quartile right here has another 25%. And this really just helps us to break down the data to see if they're in the upper 50% or the upper 25%, or if they're in the lower 25% when you're looking at your data. It's also going to give us an idea of the range in the data, how close they are to the median, and some other things that we can look at and draw conclusions with our data when using a box and whisker plot. But first we need to understand some of these different terms we see here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and we're going to look at the terms. First we see median, and this is simply the median for the set of data. The central number, you order from least to greatest and then find that central number. Then what we do is we're actually looking for the median in the first half and the median in the second half, and that's going to give us our Q1. The median in the first half is your Q1, or your lower quartile. And the median for the second half in the number set is going to give us our Q3, or our upper quartile. And we connect these by making this box here. And when we make the box, then we have the median, or the middle, and then the quartile 3 and quartile 1. Finally, we're left with the upper and lower extremity, or extreme, here. And these are the whiskers of the box and whisker plot. The lower extreme is just the lowest number in the set of data. Okay, and we mark that and then draw the whisker. And the upper extreme is the highest number in our set of data. And this really helps us to see the range and how close the upper extreme might be to the third quartile, or how close the lower extreme might be to the first quartile. Let's have a look at how to actually make a box and whisker plot. So we have a set of data here, and it says to create a box plot from the set of numbers, and we're going to create a box and whisker. The first thing we need to do whenever we're creating one is to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So I go ahead and do that. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to find the median for this set of data, which means cross off the smallest and the highest until you find that middle number. If it's 2, then you have to find the mean, or the average of the 2. And when we do that, we have 2 numbers in the middle, 10 and 11. So add them together and divide by 2. 10 plus 11 is 21, divided by 2 is 10.5, which is going to give us that central number, or the median. Now that median is going to be the middle part of your box that you're making for your box and whisker. It might not actually be located directly in the middle, but it will fall more than likely somewhere in the middle of the box. Next, what we need to do is we need to look at the upper set of numbers here, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a box around my upper set of numbers. And then I'm going to make a box around my lower set of numbers. And I'm going to find the median for each of these. When I look at this, I can quickly find that my median in the lower set is going to be 9. And in my upper set is going to be 12. because I would cross off the biggest and smallest number until I came to that central number. These are my boxes. Oops. My quartile 1 and quartile 3 markers here. Then all that's left to do is to label the upper extreme and lower extreme, which is simply by finding or locating that highest number in the set of data, 18, and the lowest number, 7, and then marking it accordingly on your box and whisker plot. Now, the box and whisker is normally written directly above or on a number line. I don't have a number line on this particular one, but hopefully this gives you a better idea of how to find the median, the first and third quartile, as well as the upper and lower extreme when given a set of data and making a box and whisker plot. I hope this helped you out. See ya!